Intrastate offering exemptions from the registration of securities. Section 3A11 of the Securities Act seeks to facilitate the financing of local businesses. To qualify for this exemption, an issuer must be organized in the state where it is offering the securities. The company must conduct most of its business in that particular state and make offers and sales of the securities to residents of that state. The SEC adopted final rules that modernize how issuers can raise money to fund their company through intrastate offerings. The final rules amended Rule 147 so issuers may continue to use state law exemptions that are conditioned upon compliance with both Section 3A11 and Rule 147. This new Rule 147A established an intrastate offering exemption that allows offerers to be accessible to out-of-state residents and making the exemption available to issuers that are incorporated or organized out of state. Section 3A11 doesn't limit the size of the offering or the number of purchasers. A company must determine the residence of each of the offerees and each of the investors. If any securities are offered or sold out of state, the exemption may be lost. Rule 147 is considered a safe harbor under Section 3A11, providing standards that an issuer can rely on to meet the requirements of Section 3A11. Under Rule 147, the company must be organized in the state where it offers and sells the securities. The company must have its principal place of business in the state and satisfy at least one doing business requirement. Offers and sales can only be made to in-state residents, and the company must obtain written representation from each purchaser proving the residency of each purchaser. Rule 147 limits resales to persons residing within the state of the offering for a period of 6 months, and the company must comply with state securities laws in the states in which securities are offered or sold. Rule 147A is a new intrastate offering exemption and substantially identical to Rule 147, except this rule allows offers to be accessible to out-of-state residents so long as sales are only made to in-state residents and permits an issuer to be incorporated in a different state from its principal place of business as long as it can demonstrate at least one doing business requirement. As always, consult an experienced securities professional before starting your securities offering.